Okay, welcome back, gurus, to the channel. We're here in Idaho, northern Idaho, in Coeur d'Alene, and we're here with Matt, the rep from Goldbacks, and he's going to show us the brand new Idaho series.
So not even out yet. We're starting pre-orders on Tuesday the 10th, and then the public launch is on 3/24, so March 24th, and we are excited about it. I think the coolest thing is the advent of the quarter Goldback. So that's brand new to Idaho, and of course, moving forward, we will be adding that to the other states. But so that 1/4000th of an ounce of gold, that is the smallest mass-produced unit of gold ever created.
Wow.
So if you've ever seen the quarter
Can I get
grains,
it in my hand?
Sure. So if you've seen the quarter grains, this is a little bit less than half the gold content of a quarter grain.
Look at that, you guys. So I'm going to put it next to a business card here. So here's your standard size business card. So you can see the Goldback fits basically exactly right over the business card, right? So those will fit right in your wallet with all your credit cards, or you can get like a special business card wallet to put those in. So that is super cool. Super cool. And then, so how many of these were printed in the original print run?
So I want to say the original run is 960,000 of them, but of course we anticipate producing millions.
Yeah, sure. So is that going to be the first alpha series then? Is just going to be 960,000?
I believe so. I believe those will all be part of the alphas.
Okay. And then how many of those have been printed so far?
Yeah, so to my knowledge, only 64,000 have been delivered.
Okay. And then the next runs will come out in the next couple weeks?
Yes, I think we'll get a few more runs of 64,000 to come in prior to 3/24.
Okay, sweet. Very cool. And then moving on up, what's the next one in the set?
Yeah, so of course you've got the half, kind of looks like Sacagawea.
Can we take a look at that one up close?
Sure.
Very cool. So it is Sacagawea, or just looks like?
Well, so we don't actually put,
a name on it?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, my take is that is Sacagawea.
So cool. That's beautiful. Sure. Oh, that's really gorgeous. Oh, and I got my UV pen here. Let me shine some light on it, see if we can pick up any of that UV reactive ink. We got the subliminal,
probably got it in,
looks like Horizon Zero Dawn here. So that's amazing.
but the one with the cowgirl.
So these are going to sell fast, guys. These are going to sell very fast. Make sure first thing Tuesday morning when these go on sale to get online and order these immediately, okay? You're not going to want to hesitate because everybody wants these already. So these are great. They're beautiful.
Right there, the blue.
But we're going to keep moving on up. So we got the one here we're looking at now. And what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, not too much. Just Idaho Pioneer.
Perfect. That's great.
The hardy Idaho.
So guys, I'll have some videos coming up that have like the full description of these and some more detailed pictures. But yeah, this is a great first glance. Yeah, I think it's the California Trail Pioneer here, or maybe the Oregon Trail. Can't remember which trail, but that's really beautiful.
And then moving on to the two. So a lot of people don't know this, but the Basque people were some of the big settlers here in Idaho.
And they're from where? Portugal?
I actually don't know.
I think so.
But yeah, they were,
don't fact check us on that.
Famous sheep herders, still here to this day.
Oh, we got a little sheep down there in the corner. Very cool. We got the bird there and the UV.
And that's her traditional attire and dance.
Very neat.
And then the 5 depicts the story of the Big Burn. So there was a humongous fire in the early 20th century that burned up a lot of North Idaho, Washington State. And what's cool with the UV light is that you can see kind of the regeneration or regrowth of the forest.
So cool, yeah. Look at all those trees that are just growing back there. That's amazing. Very pretty.
And then with the 10, you can't go wrong with just having a gold
Classic, right? Yeah, big mining history here in Idaho. Gold, silver, all the metals. Got the crow up there on the axe. Very cool design.
And then the first nuclear reactor was here in Idaho. So that's kind of what the 25 depicts.
Neat. That one's super cool. You got the light bulbs there that light up under the light. What else? It's kind of like a Easter egg hunt when you go over
Yeah.
with the light here, trying to find all the cool hidden things.
Happy with the way that the new to 2026 is that black light security on the front. And
Yeah.
we got to do all sorts of fun Easter eggs.
And then it's got like comes up with the 25 written out there across. Oh man, people are gonna have fun with these. That's cool.
Now the 50 just kind of depicts the Idaho adventure and outdoor lifestyle.
Oh yeah. You got the Snake River here, huge for outdoor recreation.
Yep. And there's my favorite is the moose there behind her.
Very cool. And I love how it has the half underwater scene. It's kind of like reminds me of the Florida 2 with the manatee that's
Sure,
underwater. It kind of has that similar vibe to it. So that's neat.
And then the 100.
Latest and greatest, never before seen.
Libertas.
Wow, you guys,
And
look at that.
Her halo crown kind of pops under
Look
black light.
at that. We'll take a look at that in a minute. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that crown, that halo. Really beautiful. Oh man, that's so cool. We got some cornucopias down here, some light up things. That is just amazing, you guys. Don't sleep on these. Tuesday morning, right? 10 a.m.
That's
They go
right.
on sale. Very cool.
And then last but not least,
Yeah, I'll take a look at the Idaho 3. It's been out for a little while.
Idaho 3 that we released last week.
So most people have seen this already, but yeah, what can you tell us about its mintage?
Yeah, so there was 3,000 total mintage on her, and now 1,903 of them came back as perfect 70s, gem 70s, and those are all sold out. So
Dang.
the remaining roughly 1,100 are going to be sub gems, so subs typically 69s, some 68s in there. And what's cool about this, my favorite, is that there's a Sasquatch hiding on the chairlift there. In the
You guys
black
see
light.
that?
So if you like Bigfoot,
That's
you
so
gotta get
cool.
your hands on one of these Idaho 3s.
Really neat. And so that means, yeah, there's only 1,900 possible complete sets of Gem 70. If somebody's looking to collect an entire set of the LERs or of all Goldbacks, you know, there's only that many possible to make now, since there's only that many available. So if you guys can get your hands on those and you're looking to make a full set of Goldbacks someday, you're definitely going to want to get this, because it sounds like it might be a key date. For at least it is for the LERs with the lowest mintage so far. So
well, so actually, I would say it's even lower than that, because the 2020 New Hampshire 50. So we came out with New Hampshire in December of 2020. So it was a very short print. So there's actually less than 1,000 2020 New Hampshire 50s.
Oh wow.
So if you're like me and you like to collect all the first year and the alphas for every state, well, only less than 1,000 people can have a full set.
Okay.
A true first year full set.
There you go. Yeah, very cool. And then just a couple quick questions about some stuff coming up for Goldback for the rest of the year. What do you guys have plans after the Idaho release?
Yeah, so we're going to do a partial California series. So they're not going to get all 9 denominations plus an LER in the beginning. So we're going to give them a few denominations just to kind of get them started, get the merchant network building out there. In August timeframe, we're probably going to do another Silverback. That's the plan, at least. So obviously in January we launched Hades, and now we're going to stick with that Greek pantheon. We're going to do Hera next. So that's coming up down the pike. We're also going to do Utah and Nevada refresh. So obviously, if you look at the older, the first 5 states that we call our legacy states, the artwork is night and day from those first early years, right? And so we want to not only bring the artwork up to snuff, but also fill in the denominations that were missing back then. So the half, the 2, the 100, and of course now the quarter. So we're going to do, like I said, Utah and Nevada first on that. And then Q1 next year, we're going to roll out Colorado, as well as, I believe, we'll do the 3rd Greek Silverback.
Very cool.
And I think that'll be Heracles.
Okay. So it sounds like Colorado might or is going to be delayed until 2027. Yeah. But that's okay. That gives everybody a little bit of breathing room, with all the releases that are coming out. So it's still a full schedule of Goldback. So, and then how many, just guessing, how many the California notes will you release?
3 or 4.
Okay. Yeah. And any idea what denominations those would
Not
be?
100% sure yet. I think we're talking, well, I've heard rumors of like a half, 1, 5, and maybe 100.
Yeah. kind of a
But again,
mix
that's
of them.
TBD.
Yeah, and then would the LER come out at that time, or would that
I
be
think the
later?
LER might actually end up being like a month later.
Okay.
Is what I've heard.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Sounds great.
We move so fast that sometimes you hear the rumor around the office, and then a week later it's changed.
Something else. Yeah, I know how that goes. And then, so you said the next Silverback is which one exactly?
Yeah, it's going to be Hera.
Okay.
So another Greek god. Which, like you probably are aware that we're doing the Greek pantheon. So it's going to be a 5-part Greek god series, god and goddess, I should say.
Very neat. And Hera, what is that one? Is that snakes or something?
I don't even know
Okay.
my Greek pantheon well enough to know the story on Hera. I believe she has something to do with fertility.
Okay.
That might be one of her.
Well, if you guys know, leave a comment below and you
Okay,
can let us know.
Educate us.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Matt. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching Gurus, and we'll catch you next time.
Later, guys.
Bye.